If you're thinking about selling your house, you're probably getting a ton of advertising online, on social, direct mail, you name it, and you're probably getting a little overwhelmed or confused about all your different options on how to sell your house. And that's what we're talking about today. All right, so before we get started, make sure you click on the link down below. There's a sweepstakes that we're having, and we're giving away 2 $500 gift cards to Home Depot. We'd love for you to win, so take a couple minutes to do that real quick. Hey, I'm Abitano with the Abitano Group, powered by Coldwell Banker. Thanks for stopping by today. Do yourself a favor, if you haven't done so already, please consider clicking on the subscribe button and hitting that little alarm bell to be made aware of all the upcoming videos that we do. We do a new video every week, and I'd hate for you to miss any of them. You know, as a homeowner, I can tell you from experience that I get a lot of ads online, you know, Facebook, the social media, direct mail. I see all those bandit signs say, "We buy houses cash," blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a lot of stuff that you need to know as a consumer as to what's going on behind all those offerings, and that's what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about the options to sell your home, and there are a plethora of them, but today what we're going to talk about are working with an investor, working with a realtor to sell it as is, and working with a realtor to sell it turnkey. All right, so quick disclaimer. Understand that there's no best way to sell your house. These are all options, and the whole idea behind this is to give you some ideas so we can educate you so you can make the best decision that fits your needs and your scenario. So we talked about investor, as is, and turnkey. Right now we're going to go into working with investors. And the reason why investors are sometimes a good deal or a good opportunity for you is because you can get a check really quick. I mean, I'm talking really quick. The bad part is you're probably going to sell that property 60 to 70% of the market value. It doesn't matter if it's in great condition or if it's in original condition. And the reason why is because investors are in business to make money off of the house that they buy, fix it up, and sell it. And they have to make a margin. They have to make a profit. That's the whole thing behind it. Now, you might get like a Zillow offers, and there's purple something, I can't remember, where they would come in and say, "We're going to buy your house at market value," and there's no commission. Now, you might get you might want to look into Zillow or purple something, I don't know what they're called, but there's Zillow offers, and I don't think they're in this area just yet. But understand that those people, again, they're coming from it from an investor point of view, because they have to report to VC-backed investors, right? They have investors coming in out of the woodworks for this. They're going to come in and say, "Yeah, we'll buy it at just under market value," and they won't tell you the exact value, but they're going to lower that. And then they're going to say there's no commission, but there is a 7 to 10% convenience fee, and then there's all these other fees that they tack on, and before you know it, you're at 65-70% of value, because you know what? It's a business. They're there to take that money for themselves. So if you want to do the investor route, that's okay. I work with a lot of investors, and I can present your property to you and get you a couple offers just so you have that in the back of your head, in your vest pocket, so you know what you're getting into. All right, so if you're thinking about selling your house, there's some recommendations that we always give you as realtors, and I have this free book, 7 free tips to sell your house fast. There's a link down below, click on it. It's a free quick book, it's easy reading, it'll take you like less than 5-10 minutes to read it. But it gives you an idea of what we're looking for to help you add value to your house. Okay, the next option is as is. And everybody comes to me like, "Vito, I want to sell my house as is." Well, yeah, the contract is designed to sell your house as is. When you receive a purchase offer, it is typically as is. If you have inspections done correctly, if you have updates done, if you have permits, etc., you want to disclose all that stuff. The contract's written so that it's actually as is. Do you want to do repairs? That's the real question I think you're asking. And no, you absolutely don't have to do repairs. Absolutely not. it's an option to sell your house in its current condition, as is. Okay, so let's just take an original house that was built in 1950 or 1960, it doesn't matter, and it has cracks, and it has no air conditioning, and it has original windows, and it has no insulation, and it has original kitchen, and an original bathroom. Okay, that's case study one. Let's take another house that's exactly the same house, same square footage, same floor plan, everything, except for it has new landscaping, new paint, the walls have been repainted, the cracks filled in, new air conditioning, new kitchen, new bathrooms. It looks brand spanking new, except for the fact that it's 1960. This is original condition. This one is turnkey condition, and because people have invested money into it and time to increase the value of the condition or make it look prettier or more valuable to buyers, they're gonna opt to go with this house 9 times out of 10. Now there's a young couple that wants a turnkey, now there's always that couple, my wife and I, that always want to buy a house in original condition because I like doing stuff to my house. In the last 16 years that we've lived here, every year we put in a few $1,000s to fix it up. New paint, new windows, new air conditioning, insulation, new kitchen twice, long story. But we do stuff to our house. And I didn't want a house with somebody else's taste on it. It's absolutely fine to do that, but don't expect to get top dollar if your house is in original condition. Please don't come to me and tell me that I have a new kitchen in my house. I did it in 1995. Well, that was 1995. That was a long time ago. That was 25 years ago. Styles have changed. We can do stuff with it to make it look a little more modern, but it's not new anymore. All right, so what's turnkey? Now, I just did a video on Revitalize and helping you fund rehabbing your house to make sure that we give you top dollar, get you top dollar. And the whole concept of this is to take a house that hasn't really been maintained, and there's no shame in that, you just haven't done it. And if you need to get to the next level, get a very high sales price, we can show you how to increase your ROI. So if we spend $25,000 on your house, are we gonna come up with a 3-to-1 ratio or a 5-to-1 ratio? And we walk you through that. And the best part about this is with the Abitano group, we come with a project manager. And the whole reason why we bring Veronica in is so that you don't have to be involved in day to day. Now, understand that if we're doing something to your house, there's a good probability that it's gonna be a little dusty and it might be a little noisy, but that's because we're doing stuff to your house to make it look good. And it might be a little stressful, but we won't have contractors talking to you and saying, do you want this? Do you want this? Or it's gonna be extra this and blah, 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 because that's gonna take time away from your day, and that's the whole point. So we don't want you spending time futzing around with contractors while you can live your life, working, being with your kids, being with your family, living your life. And again, if you don't have the cash to spend on repairs, don't worry about it. We have you covered. We have a program that we'll talk about in another video that will front you cash to get your repairs done before you put it on the market. Because we know repairs cost a lot of money. Inspections cost a lot of money. Moving costs a lot of money. Down payment costs a lot of money. Initial down payment, appraisers, all this other stuff. The whole process costs a lot of money. So if we could do one thing to alleviate that stress for you and help front the cash for the repairs, I'm gonna do that for you. All right, so next 15 seconds are going to be about some of the case studies that we've done. Really quick. All right, so back in March we listed, well I think, okay, back in May we listed 60 Foxwell, and what we did before that was we fixed it up, made it look pretty. It had some cracks on the walls, some issues underneath the house, some plumbing issues, and ultimately they wound up moving out, so we get the stagers in. And this house sold for $115,000 over asking price in 4 days. No, sorry. And you notice on the slide, all right, so 60 Foxwell, they came to me, sorry. All right, so 60 Foxwell, they came to me early February, then COVID happened, and we got their house up on the market early May, listed it for 4 days. It got in a contract for $115,000, $115,000 over asking. We sold it as is, zero contingency, and a 23-day close. So it was really quick and easy. And the benefit to this was that they came to us and asked us to do the repairs. We managed the repairs, and there was nothing major with this house. It was a couple cracks on the outside, a couple cracks on the inside, on the walls, repainted, did some plumbing things that were underneath the house, and we staged up the house, and we updated the landscaping a little bit, and it made it look beautiful, and sold 4 days. We had 5 offers. A couple weeks ago we sold South Crest, and we had it up on the market for 4 days, and we sold it for $19,000 over the highest list price. And in 4 days we came out $19,000 over the highest bid. So we listed at $1 million. We were expecting 1.2 to 1.211, and we got $1,230,000. Now 66 Foxwell, this house was updated back about 30 years ago. They put an addition on about 30 years ago. New roof then. They had paid for solar, but the house over 30 years just kind of lacked maintenance. It had glitter on the fireplace. It had glitter on the door casings. It had soiled carpet, cracks in the tile. It had some issues here and there. So we managed it. We had broken screens, a couple broken doors had to be fixed. And so we brought in the crew, got it all fixed up. And within 3 weeks, we got this thing on the market. And in 3 days, we sold it $32,000, $32,000 higher than the last highest sold. So when you're looking to sell your house, make sure that you get it looking really pretty and you price it right, and you have an aggressive agent that knows how to market your house and negotiate a good deal for you. That's it. Do me a favor real quick, take 2 seconds and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit the like, the little thumbs up, and the little bell so you'll be notified of upcoming videos.